The crowd right now looks to be maybe a little more than half of what it was last night. Last night, as we mentioned, 3,894 fans were cheering on the Rox to a 3-1 victory. And I don't know if I have ever been in here, and this includes opening day last year, when the excitement level has been any higher. Last night, this place was absolutely buzzing. They were making a huge amount of noise, and you have to think that was a big contributing factor to the Rox win last night. There's no two ways around it. I talked to Scott Martin earlier today. He said that the ovation that he got coming off of the field last night nearly brought him to tears. I mean, it was incredible. He came out of that ball game after pitching a very strong 7 1/3 innings. Came off of the field, said that he had to rush off after tipping his hat because he felt like he was going to start losing it right there. The crowd was just so wonderful. And now the Rox have a 2-1 lead against the Jackals. One more win puts them into the championship against North Shore. A loss, and the picture would change dramatically. They would have to go back to New Jersey tomorrow to face arguably the best pitcher in the league in Joel Bennett.
After 2 nail-biters in a row, Rox fans were probably hoping for something a little less stressful. Well, Game 4 would be different, but certainly no walk in the ballpark. Whereas Games 2 and 3 had been outstanding pitching duels, this contest would be more like a boxing slugfest. And that was right up Brockton's alley.
Joey has been an interesting story this year. 10 wins, 4 losses. Sounds like he's been overpowering, but he has not. He has been the beneficiary of some outstanding run support. The Rox have been scoring 7.25 runs per game for Joey this season. He's got a 4.87 earned run average. He gave up a league-high 16 home runs. Scoreless ball game, 1 out here in the top of the first. The Jackals have a runner at second base. That is Joe Kerrigan. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Brinkley. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch. Brinkley becomes Baker's second strikeout victim of the ball game. Now it's the left-hander Kevin Gryjak coming to the plate. Gryjak batted .408 in 18 games for New Jersey. He has continued on that pace in the postseason, batting .417 against the Rox. 5 hits and 12 at-bats in these 3 games. Joey Baker, 6'5", 200-pound right-hander, has the sign from Rosario. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, hit pretty well, deep to right field. Way back is Brown to the wall, looks up, and that ball gets out of here, and the Jackals have a 2-0 lead. Abner Arroyo to lead things off for Brockton. He has been thrust into the leadoff spot in this lineup in the absence of Nestor Smith. Another 3-2 pitch on the way to Arroyo. Off-speed pitch, driven into left field, pretty well hit. Anderson going back, long run, and that ball is going to carry all the way to the wall. It one-hops off the wall, fielded by Scott Samuels, the center fielder. And Arroyo is in with a leadoff double, his 3rd extra base hit of the postseason. He is in scoring position with no outs as Bobby Brown comes to the plate. Brown, a .264 hitter on the season. No homers, 12 runs batted in. A right-hander with plenty of playoff experience. 2-2 pitch on the way to Brown. Swung on, fly ball, right center field. Travis Bailey with a long run. It's over his head and off the wall. Arroyo rounding 3rd, headed home. Brown hustles in with a double. No throw to the plate. Brown drives home Arroyo. It is 2-1.
Brockton trailing 2-1. Second inning, I was joined in the broadcast booth by Rox outfielder Nestor Smith. Now, doctors had told him to sit this one out due to his nosebleeds. Nestor is from Venezuela, spoke with a very thick accent, but give him credit. Nestor learned how to speak English mostly from watching TV shows in his hotel rooms on the road. Pretty impressive. Now, Nestor was one of the funniest and most fun-loving guys that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. But broadcasting with Nestor Smith, that was a bit of a challenge. Not only did we tend to crack each other up laughing, but Nestor got more excited watching this ball game than a kid in a candy store.
The pitcher on the mound right now, Trevor Marcotte, gave you some problems this season.
Yeah, I have certain respect for all the pitchers in this league. Yeah, he gave me some trouble this season, though. You never know. Me as a player, you never know with what pitch you can get me out. I mean, even with the change, I could really hurt you with any pitch. You know what I mean? You got to be careful knowing where you have to pitch. Sometimes I'm old too, and sometimes people want to challenge you with fastball. Boom.
We've seen plenty of boom from you this year. Oh, my God. And the Rox once again had the potential tying run in scoring position. The 1-0
Thank you, sir.
hit pretty well. Deep to right field. Way back. Is it playable for Samuel? The yard. Not big enough to hold that one. 2-run homer for Mel Rosario. Sure. And the Rox have a 3-2 lead.
One of my bats is using, so. Oh, baby. Good job. Like that.
The Nestor magic in it. So is this your broadcasting debut, Nestor?
No, I think this is in 9 years, I think this is the first time I've been up here. Being here is like, wow, being another fan, though. So.
Right?
It's pretty cool. I gotta be excited. I'm excited, though.
Runners at first and second now. That was ruled a single to Brown.
Yes,
Gilbert lines one into left field base hit. Arroyo being waved home. Here comes the throw to the plate by Anderson. Not in time. Arroyo is in, and the Rox have taken a 4-2 lead. Jake Daubert takes second base on the throw to the plate.
I told you guys today I'm sick, but I'm gonna drink champagne today.
It's another great example of the Rox hitting the daylights out of the ball when Joey Baker is on the mound. It's just uncanny. Whenever Baker's on the mound, it just seems like they really come alive offensively. You look back at some of the games that Baker has pitched. 11-6, 10-6, 12-6, 13-2, 11-2, 9-6, 10-5, 10-5 again, 9-7, 14-6. I'm going to bring up Travis Bailey. He lined out his first time now. That ball is hit pretty well. Deep to left field. Long run for Arroyo to the warning track, to the wall, and it sails out of here for a home run. Travis Bailey has the Jackals' second home run of the ballgame. They're right back in this thing. It is 4-3. Joe Kerrigan at the plate now. He has given Baker fifth. A double, a single, a run scored. Son of former big leaguer Joe Kerrigan. Little flare into center field. Going to drop in front of Blakely, and Kerrigan has his third consecutive hit of this ballgame. And now Baker has to deal with Darryl Brinkley. Brinkley is a very dangerous hitter. As Mick, Rocky's trainer, might have said, he's a very dangerous poison. There's the 1-1 pitch. That misses up high. 2 balls and a strike. Baker takes a stroll out behind the mound. It's a big pitch coming up right here. And I think that Ed Notto agrees. He has come out of the dugout and wants to talk things over with Baker. Well, Ed Notto has seen enough. Right in the middle of this at-bat, he is pulling Baker out of the ballgame. And hustling in from the bullpen is Fontella Jones. Rox trying to hold on to a 4-3 lead, and the Jackals now have runners at first and second with 1 out. After leading the league in saves last year, Jones really never knew what his role was going to be this season with this ball club. They had him coming out all sorts of different situations. 1-1 pitch, missed it, out past the mound. Jones goes back and makes an over-the-shoulder catch in front of Jake Daubert at third. Good athletic move by Fontella Jones to come off of the mound and make that catch on a little flare by Gryjack for out number 2. That will bring up Travis Bailey. He has one of the 2 Jackals home runs in this ball game. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Jones blows a 93-mile-an-hour heater past Bailey, and that retires the side. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's the Brockton Rox 4, the New Jersey Jackals 3. Saul Bustos will be the guy that Kreslowski faces first. He's having a good night. 1 for 1, a single, a walk, 2 stolen bases, and he has scored a run. Big situation for the Rox. They lead by 2. They could add more with a base hit here. Blakely's coming home. Squeeze bunt. The bunt down by Bustos. He will score the run. Throw to first is in time to get Bustos, but Ed Notto pulls off a little small ball there with a suicide squeeze. 6-3 Rox. The way the Rox bullpen has been going, you have to like their chances at this point. This is Brooks' third appearance of this series. He's 1-0 with a save. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Conway on 3 pitches. The Rox this season, when they took a lead into the 9th inning, 38 wins, no losses. All of a sudden, with 2 outs, the Jackals still have a pulse. They have got the potential tying run now on the on-deck circle. Bailey is 2 for 4 with a single and a home run. He has had some epic battles this season with Connor Brooks. 9-5, Rox leading. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lined to left field. Arroyo reaches up, makes the catch, and the Rox are going to the championship series. The Rox players stream out of the dugout onto the field, also in from the bullpen to offer up high fives to their teammates. Ed Noddle will join them. The Rox win this one 9-5. 9 runs on 15 hits and 1 error. The Jackals 5 runs, 11 hits and 2 errors. And it is time to celebrate in Brockton. Ed Noddle is dancing on the field. Ed's saying there's a heck of a lot of champions in the city of Brockton, and they're about to have another one, which brings us to the next point. Celebrate tonight, refocus tomorrow, because there's one more battle that lies ahead before the Rox truly are the champions of the Northeast League. They have to square off with a very tough team in the North Shore Spirit. The North Shore Spirit with probably the best starting pitching in the league. And that is the team that the Rox will be playing in the championship series. You're able to bounce back after giving up the 2-run homer in the first inning, came back strong after that. Were you concerned after that pitch that the Jackals, who hit the ball very well this season, were going to just tee off tonight?
Well, actually, Larry, I'm pretty used to giving up home runs. I've done it a lot this year, so I think that experience really helped me out. And, I did lead the league in home runs allowed, so, I know how to deal with them better than anybody.
But you also deal with them quite well because you were the team's winningest pitcher with 10 this season, and you got the Rox off on the right foot tonight. How exciting was this for you?
Oh, it was great. I don't know, it's just something about when I pitch this year, we come to play and we win, and that's exciting. I mean, I don't know, you can't beat it.
And the guy who sealed the deal once again, Connor Brooks. Did your arm ever get sore, Connor? You led the league in appearances this season. You've pitched 3 games in this postseason already. What is that arm made of?
Rubber. It feels good. Basically, I try and not sleep on my right shoulder, so when I wake up, it doesn't hurt. Basically, I'm ready to go every day.
For a playoff series like this, does the adrenaline get going a little more for you?
Absolutely. I mean, being at home, and this is the first time I've been in the playoffs in the postseason and in the pro ball. So, yeah, I had a lot of family and friends here, and I can't really I gotta see the deal when it comes, my family and friends being here. I gotta do it in front of them, and luckily we got guys in the right places tonight. When I was in there, they hit a couple line drives right at people, and it worked out.
Well, tonight you had a little extra cushion. Last night must have really been something to come on in front of all those people, nearly 4,000 fans cheering you on, and close that one out.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, the crowd's been here all season, so it's not like yesterday was any different than a Tuesday night game in June. So we've had good support all year long, and we really appreciate it.
Got a few more games left in that arm there.
I got about 5 left, yeah.
Beautiful.
When I walked into the clubhouse after the game, the first player to greet me was Mike Davis. Grinning ear to ear, he walked up and gave me a big hug. I don't know if he and Josh Mauer ever rectified their differences, and while I still felt Mike had been in the wrong, I felt like the incident on the bus was water under the bridge. No more harsh feelings. Mike and I had traveled too far down the same path, a path which we both now hoped included 3 more Rox victories. Be sure to click the subscribe button to follow my wild and wacky journey with the Brockton Rox because more episodes are on the way. Thanks for watching.